Man, I love how she flipped that. She did a nice register flip right there. I love that texture. How she skipped up on that line right there. Woo, that was so good to me. Cool, y'all, I am back. I have been out of town, which is why I haven't got to this video as soon as I wanted to, but I wanted to make sure I got to because I know y'all have been asking for this one in particular. I enjoyed the performance, honestly. I enjoyed them both. I enjoyed what they brought to the table. So y'all, let's dive in. Let's do it.
Didn't mean it when I said I didn't love you so. Should've held on tight, I never should've let you go.
She's staying more breathy. Da 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 da, love you so. With more quicker, more marcato notes. They're not really legato, they're not really connected, a little bit more separated. Da 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 da, love you so. Da 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 da, let you go. And that first word had a vocal fry onset on it, a vocal creak, you know, a little creaky door sound. So she's using breathiness and vocal fry or vocal slack to add some texture to the voice here. Plus the quicker syllabic pacing of the words too.
Didn't know nothing, I was stupid, I was foolish, I was to myself.
I was foolish. She's a little forward nasal sound. I was foolish, I was kind of like that. I got the words totally wrong, but you see what I'm saying? And then walked right back out of that sound as she ended that phrase right there before she said, "Hey, Mariah."
Can I sing to you? Can't sleep at night when you are on my mind. Bobby Womack's on the radio, singing to me if you think
I can't sleep at night, you're on my mind. You see how it's kind of twangy, kind of forward, kind of bright, but still a little nasal? That's what I feel like she's doing right here. We sometimes will call that nasal twang, if you will. So she's using that color to kind of place the sound more brighter, if you will, with less weight at this point. But the vocal folds are coming together more thickly. You hear there's more beefiness in the voice. There's not a lot of breathiness right here in this part. The breathiness was at the beginning of the song, but here she's a little bit more beefier. But there's still moments of breathiness happening in the verse here as well. So it's not exclusively big or exclusively one way. She's kind of using more vocal colors or adding intensity by way of adding layers of vocal colors into her delivery.
Wait a minute, this is too deep, too deep. Gotta change the station, so I turn it down, trying to catch a break. And then I hear a baby face, I only think of you. And it's breaking my heart, trying to keep it together.
Her voice is a little bit more warm, has a little more of like an alto-y, billowy sound to it. There's also like a rawness, a little rasp, a little rawness to her voice too. You hear the qualities of the human voice, her voice, in this performance.
But I'm falling apart, I'm feeling all out of my element. Knowing things, crying, trying to figure out where the hell I went wrong. The pain reflected in this song ain't even half of what I'm.
She brought that nasal twang back. And she kind of lessened the intensity a little bit. I was a little bit more intense than she was. But she kind of lessened the phonemes, lessened the consonants, lessened the intensity of the voice, got lighter, and almost sounded like a guitar. Like a really nice clean strum of a guitar, if you will. Almost like a country guitar, if you will, you know, something like that. But she had that quality in the voice and the articulation with the consonants as well as the articulation in the vowels that really helped that sound become more of like a guitar sound, like a twangy guitar. You hear how I'm using my nasal patches sometimes in that sound. I'm exaggerating it, but she's doing something like that a little bit. And it's probably very natural for her to do that. You know, it's probably just her voice, but I'm just trying to show you some of the vocal colors that I hear her doing in this performance.
Feeling inside, need you back in my life, baby.
Baby, not baby, baby. And that baby, the vowel, baby, makes it more warm too. It makes it sound a little bit more warm. Baby.
When you left, I lost a part of me. It's still so hard to believe. Come back, baby, please, 'cause what's am I gonna lean on when times get rough? Who's gonna talk to me on the phone till the sun comes up? Who's gonna take your place?
Who's gonna take your place? Had a little Yoda flip right there. Ooh. The vocal folds shifted shape. Ooh. You hear that crack? That's the Yoda flip I'm talking about. Who's gonna take your place? place when there's nobody, babe. You see what I'm saying?
There ain't nobody better. Oh, baby, baby, we belong together, baby. What you love costs a part of me. This is so hard to believe.
It feels so hard to believe. I like how she did that texture there. I'll call that a Mariah nod, because you know Mariah does that in and out of the breathy head voice and the chesty big voice, and I feel like she shifted to more of that bigger sound and shifted to the upswing of this high chorus at like there ain't nobody better, kind of right there. Ain't nobody better. Oh baby, baby, we belong together, baby. Because those B's on baby were a little bit more intense. We belong together, baby. And she shifted to the upswing of this high chorus. We belong. She split up the vowel and belong. We belong. We belong. And use the NG of the belong sound to kind of shape the second half of the diphthong that she added in there. We belong. Because where does we belong? We belong. It's not we belong. You know, some people may say it like that, but it's really like we belong, right? But she said we belong. So she added some phonemes in the word phonetically in this performance. We belong. And she used the nasalness of the NG to shape that to kind of have that draw in there.
Tell me who else I'm gonna lean on. Who's gonna talk to me on the phone till the sun comes up? Who gon' take your place?
I like how she shaped this chorus to fit her voice. Tell me who else I'm gonna lean on. Who gonna talk to me when the phone comes up? I said phone comes up, but you know what I'm saying. I like how she shaped the song to fit her voice. Again, she has a more alto-y, billowy, more warmer voice, and so she did things that worked for her. I ain't mad at that. That's smart. That is genius. And I feel like it's still giving a nod to Mariah and really honoring her in such a nice way, but it's Money's version of the song. You know what I'm saying? So I think this was a nice arrangement, honestly. I really think she did well with this arrangement. I think this arrangement fit her voice very well, and I think that she handled it very well. How nerve-wracking would it be to sing a song like that in front of the artist who wrote it and sung it? Like, oh my gosh, that is so scary to do. So kudos to both her and Tori for doing this, because that is scary. That's nerve-wracking. I would be shaking in my little boots if I had to sing a song that the person I'm singing for actually wrote for their own ceremony to honor them. Like what? You know?
Ain't nobody babe, oh baby, we belong together.
We belong together. So she took the R off. We belong together. She kept it more big and beefy, thick, chesty, together. And let it go. I just feel like this was perfect for Tori. Like, this is Tori personified. This song is like, it was just perfect for her to sing this. I had to say that. Okay, let's start.
We were as one, babe, for a moment in time, and it seemed everlasting that you would always be mine.
We were as one, babe, for a moment in time. She uses vocal fry onsets as well, just like Money did. She uses some vocal fry onsets, and she uses some breathiness here too. Again, Mariah was big on breathiness. Mariah is big on breathiness. So they both are using that breathy vocal texture to sing these songs. That's how Mariah kind of sang these songs. And be clear, Mariah's songs are wordy. I didn't realize this until I got older how wordy these songs really are. And her songs require a lot of quick articulation. So you have to be really quick in the friction of your articulation to get through her songs, because there are so many words to get through and so many vocal textures to play with and things like that. So you really have to have a keen sense of breath management and a keen sense of articulatory control to sing Mariah's songs.
Now you wanna be free, so I'm letting you fly.
Now you wanna be free. See how she got more beefier but still kept that twang? Tori is so good at that good twang, that forward bright sound. Now you wanna be free. And then that last line, time. I didn't do it quite right, but man, I love how she flipped that. She did a nice register flip right there. I love that texture, how she skipped up on that line right there. Woo, that was so good to me.
'Cause I know in my heart, babe, our love will never die, no.
dress and the hair and everything. It's just so Mariah. I love this. So much for her range right there. She started that nice belty moment and then she went all the way down. I can't remember the run, but you see how much range she covered in that one run. And she didn't take in a lot of air, but yet she traveled so far in duration with her voice. She extended that note very long, but she didn't take in a ton of air. She didn't, like do all of that. She just breathed and sang.
And your nights get a little bit colder.
I don't know the run, but I love how she separated those slight glottal stops. You see the little spaces I have in between my run? Like I said, I am butchering this run, but the point is to talk about those glottal stops. I like how she separated that. It gave the run a little bit more precision. In control. It takes control to do that kind of stuff. Something like that.
You'll be right back. Oh, baby, believe me, it's only a matter of time.
I love those glottal stops that she has. They're so clear and smooth, but yet still poppy at the same time. Oh, when she does those O's, I love them. Oh, you see how she kind of engaged that body a little bit? She pressed in and hit the high note. And she had that nice glottal onset there too. It wasn't super hard, but it still pops enough to where it kind of makes it poppy and punchy just enough. I love that. Shame, man. Little growl in there. I heard you, Tori. You better growl for us.
You'll always be my baby.
I hope you enjoyed watching this as much as I enjoyed watching it with y'all. And as I will forever say to you, be vocally bold, creative, and aware, but most of all, be vocally you. I love you so much. I'll see you soon.